Morning.
So I'm Jasmine.
I'm Jalen.
This is our morning after reality recap. A couple days late,
Mm-hmm.
but we are going over Life After Lockup, episode 21 from season 3.
Yes.
Let's get started.
All right.
Okay. So let's begin with Destiny and Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So Destiny is continuing to get on my nerves. She's still not trying to answer his calls.
Yes.
We see she says F his $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
We also see her sister is co-signing, agreeing, what's the word? Encouraging her to use this man for all he's got.
Yes. I thought her sister had a better head on her shoulder.
Birds of a
But
feather.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So even though Destiny's not trying to talk to Sean now, we also hear her say that if she get locked up, he'll be the first person she calls.
Right.
Just using the man.
Right. When is he gonna learn?
Like you said a while ago, he need to go ahead and report his car stolen, turn his cards off.
Mm-hmm. What is he waiting for?
He being too foolish right now.
But I guess, again, he did see the pregnancy test, so maybe he's thinking on that end of it. But that's still like...
Oh, fake and tell. She knew she wasn't pregnant playing games. But we also see Sean discover her social media pages.
Mm-hmm.
So she has different pages saying she's engaged to different people.
I think it was like each year or something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're older. They're not current.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's still concerning that they're out there still, right? Would you keep up a page saying you're engaged to people?
No.
Okay.
But it's also proof that clearly she just finds men.
Run the game.
Well, yeah.
Can you leave her alone, please? Stop playing.
So hopefully that was enough for her.
So then we see Michael and Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the court date.
Mm-hmm.
Michael doesn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
He busy fooling around with his little girly.
Mm-hmm.
That he didn't wake up in time. He said both their alarms,
Yeah.
but he couldn't wake up. Shame.
I guess not too surprising to Sarah. But I was just hoping, hopefully she just went to court and handled her business and he'll just learn his lesson
James,
to get his priorities together.
He gonna use her to clear his head.
Mm-hmm.
He cleared it too much. He wasn't thinking about this during time he had to wake up. And so we do see him, I guess, riding over to Sarah's house to see what happened in court.
Right.
They never showed their conversation, right?
No, we didn't get there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting here like, you got time to do all this and you couldn't just go to court? Like, y'all were already on the phone. She could have just told you what happened for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden you got rushed over there and see what's going on.
I know, he was asking and they was acting like, she wasn't answering the question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice? Like,
Mhm.
she was walking from the room, but she never answered the question.
What was going on? Oh, okay. So maybe it's partially your fault.
Who knows? Production might have said, come over and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because as we learned, in production be very involved.
Yes.
Let's get to Chevelle and Quaylen.
Mm-hmm.
So we see Quaylen in this episode. So he's back in Texas after his whole thing with Chevelle.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have dinner at his sister's house. So at this dinner, he lets them know why he's back home and how he got caught up. Now he says he was just talking to the girl, right? But
Yeah.
that to me doesn't explain that eggplant comment.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
So that's that part.
Right.
So here we do hear, I appreciate Quaylen standing up and saying,
Mm-hmm.
Chevelle was there for me.
Right.
Y'all wasn't writing me letters. You, especially the one sister, I guess, he felt she wasn't there the most, I guess.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You wasn't writing me letters in there. She was having my back. She was down me, yada, yada. I'm like, oh, look at him speaking up for Chevelle.
Right. So he recognizes what he had.
Of course, sister takes this the wrong way.
Yes.
Maybe not the wrong way, but she's offended.
Right.
I don't know what she did. Maybe she did do some stuff and, she feeling like he's ungrateful.
Uh-huh.
But I guess on the scale of things, Chevelle was there more consistently, and he's just letting her know that.
Yeah.
So that was nice of him to step up for his girl.
Yes.
So she's upset. Go ahead.
No, go
I
ahead.
was about to say something. So she's upset. He walks out. He's upset. He's banging shovels on the ground. But then she does come out a little later, and she apologizes.
Yeah.
For not being there the way he would have wanted her to.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it?
I was just upset. One, no one ever told. I feel like no one at that table, all three of those women, never said what he was doing was wrong. Like as far as what he did to Chevelle. But then it was just random funny. But the other sister was calling the other sister Quay. I'm like, aren't y'all all Quay?
Wait, what's their names?
They're all like Quaysandra,
Oh.
Quilanda.
I didn't even know that.
Even the mom.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't notice.
Yes.
I do want to point out though, after she apologized, she did say something like, you know, she had his back.
Yes.
I see him and like, I'll support you in what you're doing, your relationship or whatever.
Right.
I don't know why it took all this to get here.
No.
Because Chevelle hasn't done nothing I've seen to make them want to question or doubt her other than support y'all's brother.
Exactly. She was wrong for supporting him. That's why they were mad.
So we get to, no, I'm sorry. So next we get to Marcelino and Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
So in this scene with Brittany, we see her going to visit her mother at a motel.
Yes.
So she has left her house because she couldn't afford it. So she's in a motel, and it looks like she's still using right now, right?
Yeah.
So Brittany brings her some groceries, and I guess Mom is saying she wants help, and Brittany is agreeing to help her to an extent. She's like, "No, you ain't coming to my house now. But if you're giving 100%, I'll help you out.
I'll meet you halfway."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's almost like a movie scene. It's just crazy. Like, these people are going through this in real life, huh? It's crazy. It's sad. It's just crazy.
Yeah, well, shoot, people, you know, have different lives.
Mm-hmm.
People be going through things. And yes, it's Brittany. She can recognize, you know, everything because she's been there too.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting dynamic there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next we see Vincent and Amber's story.
Mm-hmm.
So she's our first time seeing them for the season. Amber is doing well. She has her, she's managing a restaurant, I believe, or a bar. And her mother is about to be released.
Yeah.
So we know that her mom, her sister, was it her sister? I don't know. But she was involved in this, drug selling?
Yeah.
With all her family.
Yes.
And they say her mother was leading the pack.
Yes.
And so her mother's released. We do hear Amber mention how she's hoping her mother's gonna try and be on the right path and not throw her off, which is something, you know, like, yeah, you don't want your mother to come out and get you messed up. Because she on parole until she's 60, I think she said. That's a long time.
Yes, Lord.
Now, when Mama came out, it's funny. She looked all sweet, like, oh, this lady was doing all of this stuff.
And then she started talking to me like, yep, she was.
I said, oh, she's saying, it's crazy. You know, when you think about who be in jail, looking at her. Now, when she get to talking about Vince, and she's like, you couldn't do it? You couldn't seal the deal? You couldn't get it done? I'm like, oh, she a drug queen. Not a drug queen. What you call it? Drug lord?
Lord,
I don't know.
It's sad though. It's your own mother. Like,
that's not you, because people wouldn't expect it from her, but you gotta watch her. And yeah, Amber couldn't do it. She was just not feeling him. She couldn't even fake the funk with that man.
Right.
So I guess he's not gonna be on this show. It's just gonna be about her and moving forward.
Right.
But maybe we'll see. I don't know. Maybe.
Hopefully that's what it turns into. It's her just moving forward.
And then lastly, we see Lacey and Shane's story. Nothing much happening there other than we see that John is about to come out of jail.
Right.
And stir some mess up. And that was it.
Yes.
That was it for this episode, y'all.
Yes.
Tell us what y'all thought about it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back next week to review the next episode.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
All right. Bye.